Hey guys, you are watching We Had That, and today I am taking a look at my brand new Masters of the Universe Origins Beastman action figure. Now, I've picked up a few of these Origin figures, and I think they're pretty cool. Some of them, the heads are a little bit weird to me, but overall, I like the figures, and what I really like about them is I can pick them up at retail when I can find them, and honestly, Wave 1 around here in Georgia has been pretty easy to pick up lately, especially He-Man and Skeletor. Beastman's a little bit more difficult to find, but I was able to get him in the store as well as all the other guys in Wave 1. This particular Beastman, I wanted to get a second one to open and one to keep carded, and so I ordered this guy on Amazon, and as you can see, they just crushed the package. So I'm glad that the packaging didn't matter to me because this guy's going to get opened up. But man, they were not worried about it at all. It wasn't packaged with any kind of packaging material. It was just thrown in the box. So for those of you who collect figures on the card and you're worried about the condition of the packaging, just if you don't know this already, Amazon is not always great with getting your figures to you in the best condition. Now, the package here reminds me an awful lot of the vintage packaging. I know that's the idea here, and they did a great job of it. I mean, it looks like those old Masters of the Universe packages, and I'll flip it over and show you the back here. We've got a great piece of art on the back of the card of Beastman here, and then we've got instructions on how Beastman holds his whip and how you can twist him into powerful battle positions. And then we've got the other figures that are available in this wave. There's also Prince Adam that comes with the Sky Sled. I have not picked him up. And also Battle Cat, which I have picked up. The one that was the surprise winner for me was actually Man-at-Arms. I thought Man-at-Arms was an improvement over the vintage figure, actually. And with the other figures, I don't like them quite as well as the vintage figures, but I actually liked Man-at-Arms a little bit better. And Beastman is a cool figure too. It kind of looks like he's got a similar face to the vintage figure, but without his mouth open. So it's sort of like a different facial expression for the same character. Now I'm going to rip this guy open and take him out and see what we've got. This will be the first Masters of the Universe Classics figure that I have taken out of the package. And I'm going to try and do it without tearing up the mini comic. All right, I'm going to take a second just to show this. He's got his shoulder armor and his whip here rubber banded to the back of the figure. So you take the bubble off and he is still attached to this little tray. So I'm going to take this out of frame to separate this just because this is hard to do on the other side of the camera. All right, the first thing I'm going to take a look at is this mini comic, Beast Barrage, that came with the figure. As you can see, He-Man and Beastman are both on the cover of this comic. And when you just flip through here, you'll notice there's Evil-Lyn, Skeletor, Beastman, Prince Adam, Teela. Over here, we've got Prince Adam turning into He-Man. And we've got now He-Man and Beastman and Man-at-Arms in there as well. So basically, all of the figures that are being sold in this line are included in this little promotional mini comic book. Now, the original figures, as I'm sure most of you know, back in the 80s also came with a mini comic book, and those were a great way to introduce kids to these figures and these characters when they hadn't seen the cartoon and they didn't know who they were. Now, inside that little bag in the package, there were 2 pieces of shoulder armor and his famous whip. So I'm going to arm him up so that you can see what he looks like with all his gear on. And here he is, Beastman in all his glory. I really like these Origins figures. They have a lot of articulation and they're very similar to the vintage figures, but they actually have more articulation than the vintage figures, so they offer a lot more posability. Obviously, you've got a wide range of motion here at the neck. The shoulders go out and they also go up and down. They move side to side and forward and back at the elbow. At the wrist, They turn and they also move in and out. And then we've got a rotation at the waist. We don't have the super punch that they used to have with the vintage figures, but that's all right. We've also got a little bit of articulation here. We've got articulation here at the knee, and the leg turns both at the knee and just below the knee, and then the ankles also move forward and back and side to side. So these guys can really be posed well. I think they're great figures, and I'm looking forward to opening some more of these Masters of the Universe Origins figures. So do you guys have any of the new Masters of the Universe Origins figures? And if so, which ones do you have? Who are your favorites? Who are the ones you're looking most forward to seeing? Please let me know in the comments below. Also, please click like on this video, share it on social media. If you enjoy my content, please click subscribe. And one last thing before I go, if you're a fan of toys, you should know about ToyLanta, one of the biggest toy shows in the southeastern United States, held annually just north of Atlanta, Georgia. Visit ToyLanta.com for more information. As always, thanks for watching.